You're muted, man.
Apparently I can't play the rank inventory anymore because the free plan doesn't allow me to play video clips anymore, which
Okay.
sucks. But anyway, welcome to the start of ranking today. And it's gonna be a fun one today. We're talking about Ben Foster movies, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And um, I've got Chris Diaz here. Chris, how's it going?
Doing good. I'm happy to talk about one of my favorite actors, Ricky Dane, talk about. But don't noise in the background. Ben Foster. He's fantastic actor. Can't wait to talk about best movie.
Also here we've got Richie. Richie, how's it going?
Yeah, look, Foster, contact me, Ben Foster. I'm a marketing. I could call you. You can call your fans Foster Children. Foster Children. It's a great name for your fans. I got shirt ideas, everything. You'll no longer be underrated. You'll be remembered, and yeah, you'll get that Oscar if you just trust me. Trust in me, and what we told me.
But that how ranking works is we each go around in a panel and nominate a movie we think belongs on a top 12 Ben Foster list, and then everyone else will say yes or no to it if it gets a majority of the votes, which in this case it just has to be the other two people agree, pretty much. Then it makes the list, and yeah, and then at the end we rank the movies that end up on the shortlist. But Chris, going to go to you first. What is the first movie you're going to bring up?
So whenever I make this list, I had to go with the obvious. The one that I was shocked he wasn't even nominated for, like Bad to Hell or High Water. I think this is, for me, my favorite audience. I think it is phenomenal acting for him, Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges, and everybody. It's a great partnership between him and Chris Pine. It's tragic to see Ben Foster give a phenomenal performance in this movie. He should have got Oscar nomination along with Jeff Bridges. But yeah, this my favorite audience. Hell, High Water.
Richie, what do you say about Hell or High Water?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the first one. Yeah, that would you'd think of when you think of great Ben Foster performances. Yeah, I think he was overlooked for Oscar nom for this. I think he's fantastic. Yeah, this sort of yeah, kind of yeah. I think he plays off well with from Chris Pine. The guys, yeah, probably got the least amount of shit together of the three. But yeah, I think he's just he's fantastic in this role. So absolutely yes.
Yeah, I like Hell or High Water. I think it's a great movie, and it would have been a yes for me as well. So Hell or High Water is going to be the first one to make the list. Richie, we're going to go to next. Was the first movie you're going to bring up?
Yeah. So there's a few. I feel like there's one I could probably lead to know that someone's going to bring this up. Uh, but I don't know. I'll bring up one that I think is like I think his performance makes the movie more like better. I think that's kind of a kind of that will a good starting point for this list. And I'm going to bring up the mechanic. I think the mechanic is it's a remake of a Charles Bronson movie, and it would be like sort of typical Jason Statham fare, but I think like with Ben Foster's complicated character and the way he portrays it and the sort of the back and forth with Jason Statham, I think he adds another layer to the movie, and it's very very intriguing. And I think he's sort of the standout of the movie. So I'll go the mechanic here.
Yeah, the mechanic is a kind of a blind spot for me. It is one that I've heard a lot about. It's just this is one of those ones where I did try to find it for this. I just had struggled finding it, so I haven't seen it. But Chris, have you seen the mechanic, and what do you say about it?
I like this movie a lot, which they bring up a little sore spot for me because lots of debate match against him between him and Humfun. Remember correctly? Yeah, I love this movie. The original is better, but it's a pretty good remake. They continue to great Ben Foster, great underrated Ben Foster movie. So yes, for me.
But the mechanic is going to make the list, and it's on to me. And I'm going to go for the one that Richie alluded to that I was going to bring up, and that's Leave No Trace, Dylan's own Thomas and
Right.
McKenzie.
Yeah, what's
Anything
it
with,
going to say about it next? Like,
anything with
Uh,
Thomas McKenzie, I'm like, I'll leave that to you. We'll bring it up.
But yeah, but this is one that I did come to a little bit later than most, but I think it's a fantastic movie, and I think like Ben Foster and Thomas McKenzie have a great pairing, and I'd argue that both these should have been nominated for an Oscar because I mean I think they're both sort of really good in the movie, and yeah, it's just one of those ones that I'll definitely go back and watch more times. But Chris, what do you say about Leave No Trace?
yeah, you were just going to bring up. I read about it up next. I freaking love this movie. I saw this in the theater. Depressing movie, but it's such a powerful movie about someone dealing with PTSD, and then that movie across state with their daughter not able to find a proper home. I think a great father and daughter movie. I think the performance is top notch. This once again similar to Hello I Water. Ben Foster should have got Oscar nomination, but yeah, that's a huge yes for me.
And Richie, what do you say about Leave No Trace?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I showed my hand when I was about to nominate it. But yeah, and this was great. I actually came to it like only like maybe literally probably like a month or two ago. 'Cause, yeah, it was just one of those blind spots that gets brought up a lot. So I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. And yeah, obviously, Thompson McKenzie is one of those New Zealand actors that has been making waves over the last few years. I think I first saw her when I'll make this right. I first saw her when she was was it uh was it Poppy on Chilton Street?
Pixie.
Pixie. I knew similar. I knew it was something around that. Yeah, and but I didn't think of like I like yeah. So, cause a lot of Chilton Street actors kind of come and go, but yeah, she hung on. It's like she was in the same season as KJ Apa too, and they fucking blew up.
Yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, no, this movie rules. Yeah, that just it's so emotional. So it's great chemistry, and yeah, it shows what Ben Foster can do. So absolutely yes.
That Leave No Trace is going to make the list. But Chris, what is the next movie you're going to bring up?
Yeah, there you go. Another movie where he doesn't have a big role, but he kind of steals the movie from the two leads themselves. Pretend to humor. Like he, stand out in this movie. Like when you got Christian Bale wants to go, once again a remake, but he is a scene stealer and was for right hand man. And the conflict to the end, he's phenomenal. He's fantastic. Another kind of Oscar-worthy nomination performance, like that scene stealing a movie away for the to lead. Yeah, pretend to humor.
Richie, what do you say about 3 to Humor?
Yeah, I had considered bringing this up. Yeah, like obviously, like yeah, you kind of when you just look at the poster, you consider it like a Russell Crowe, Christian Bale vehicle, and yeah, it's obviously about getting Screwed humor, but like yeah, it's like like Ben Foster plays it, that's good, like sort of yeah, like you can tell that like Russell Crowe, even like at the start, he has like he is this sort of bad guy, but he has he has this sort of like I guess this kind of rational good side to him that you might be able to bring out if Ben Foster's just a crazy just full on a crazy person, and yeah he he's real good, and yeah, it's one of the better remakes come out in a bit. Yeah, very remake heavy is old Ben Foster. When I was looking through this list, I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
he's in a lot of stuff. So yeah, so I would say yes.
Yeah. I 310 to Yuma, I think is pretty good. Like, I'm not a big like western guy, but like especially with the modern westerns and that where they're sort of um more sort of actiony heavy than like things like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, where they're a lot more slower in the western pace. But I think 310 to Yuma is great, and yeah, I really like it. So it's an easy yes for me as well. But Richie, what is your next nomination?
I'm gonna go one like sort of bit of the way back in the Wayback Machine, sort of an early one of his. Uh, yeah, like one that I think like doesn't fall to cliches, but is actually genuinely funny. I'm gonna go Get Over It. Get Over It is uh yeah, you forget Ben Foster's in this movie, but this movie is like yeah, like it shows that like that he's got uh it's like a sense of humor, like he could do. He's got comedic timing. There's like just his awkwardness and insecurity, and but like he also doesn't overplay it. You know what I mean? He's got like some like a sincerity about him. Uh, but yeah, but yeah, like I yeah, but yeah, and he's just the chemistry he has with Kirsten Dunst. It is great. And yeah, like I think if we're gonna compile a list, I think we kind of have probably had to show the versatility of him as an actor. And I just wanted to, I want to get a comedy on there. So yeah, Get Over It.
Yeah, funny. Like it's one of those I was going through his filmography. It's like he's not done a lot of comedies. It's more like action or dramas.
I have a comedy on my list, and that not.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying he's never done it. He just has not done a lot of them. But yeah, but this is what. But like just like Rich, like I completely forgot he was in this too. It's like I do really like this. I do like this movie enough. I think it's is entertaining. And yeah, so haters Get Over It because I'm saying yes to it. But Chris, what do you say about Get Over It?
There's a blind spot of mine. I have not seen it, but I add it to my list. But you guys have recommendation.
But for that, Get Over It's getting on the list. It's back to me. I'm gonna try for this one. I'll see what happens. There's a movie that I completely forgot he was in until I saw it on the list. Was once it was 2022's Hustle with Adam Sandler. And I think it was a really good.
That was the comedy I was alluding to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I consider it more of a drama, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Hustle is a good movie. Like Adam Sandler is great as the basketball coach in that, and I think Ben Foster is like is good in the movie. So yeah, I'll see what happens. I'm still waiting for the sequels, Loyalty and Respect. Chris, Chris, what do you say about Hustle?
I love Hustle. This is one is once again people know I'm not an Sandler person, but I do love this movie a lot. I think Ben Foster played a great dick in this movie. Like, you kind of hate his characters throughout the movie, and he gets corrupted to the end. And Anna Chandler great the protege Anna Chandler take in is fantastic. And great comedy, great drama. Yeah, huge yes for me.
And Richie, what do you say about Hustle?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really weird prequel to Hustle and Flow, but it is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, it, yeah, he's definitely a guy who, uh, yeah, like he definitely plays like a very entitled dick to a guy you wanna, yeah, very, I don't know, very punchable face, but but yeah, it's just a very, but it doesn't go over the top with it. But yeah, like just this smug, passive aggressive asshole. But like I think yeah, it definitely works for this movie. I think I think he's great. I think the movie's great too, and I think I'm saying that, and it probably should have been recognized. I'm still waiting for that worst movie ever that he was going to bring out if he wasn't nominated. He wasn't nominated because I mean, Murder Mystery 2 was bad, but it wasn't to the level I was expecting. So yeah, I'll say yes.
That Hustle's going to make the list.
This is going to be like the fastest episode of Rank Him ever.
Possibly.
You see where we go with my.
But Chris, what is your next nomination?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the first of Woody Harrelson and Ben Foster collaboration. I'm going to go with even though one of the most depressing movies Ben Foster ever been in, The Messenger, where he and Woody Harrelson played soldier that had to go to each other's house and announcing, that soldier had passed to the family. A really good dramatic movie with two great performances for both Woody Harrelson and Ben Foster. It's great drama. It really hit you emotionally, especially you have anybody in family been a soldier fighting in war. Great movie. Not a lot of people have seen it. I want to put it on the list to get it on more on people's radar. Like,
Richie, what do you say about The Messenger?
This is actually a blind spot. I haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, surprisingly, this is actually one that I have seen because I only heard about it for the first time when we were doing the 2009 letter series on Movie Hero Network because there was one that someone suggested on was and yeah, it's a really it is a pretty good movie. Like, well, it is a sad movie all the same, but it's still like pretty good. Like Ben Foster is good in the movie, and yeah, this is it's going to be a yes for me. So Messenger is going to make the list. Richie, what is your next nomination?
Yeah. Look here. Yeah. I'll go for this one. I don't think anyone has seen it, so it might be the first. No, because no one's seen it, but it's because it's very small. But I would implore you to check it out because it's quite good. But it's depressing. There's a movie he did. I can't remember when it came out. That I could probably check out. Quite depressing. Called Galveston with him and Elle Fanning. It is very kind of heartbreaking, but these two people who kind of find each other at yeah, the different kind of a crossroads in their life, but they're like Elle Fanning plays like this sort of this drug addict. Ben Foster is like was like short of the law, but it's a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, it came out in 2018. It is yeah. But yeah, so yeah, basically Ben Foster plays like a high he's a killer who he's diagnosed with cancer. Um, but yeah, and then he finds himself with this uh, but yeah, but yeah, but then yeah, he ends up with this girl who was kidnapped by his boss, and that's Elle Fanning, who's got like a whole lot of drug issues. But yeah, it's a very like you need to be in the right sort of mood to watch it. But it's like I feel like that a lot of Ben Foster's movies are very kind of that way. He does definitely like the sort of darker tone movies. It's yeah, directed by Melanie Laurent, who is kind of known for being more of like an actress. She was in Glorious Bastards. Yeah, I feel like I'm basically talking to Phil's face because I'm not going to say no, but just because I've seen it. But watch the movie.
Yeah, no, it definitely sounds like a good movie. Unfortunately, I haven't seen it. It's one that like it must like just one of those, like, there's always a lot of these movies that just sort of come very quickly and then disappear very quickly as well until someone brings them up later on a YouTube stream. But Chris, have you seen Galveston?
I have not, but you told me on it. I like Al Fanning, and I do like him a lot.
But
I already have enough Al Fanning going on right now with Death Stranding too, so more Al Fanning, the better.
yeah, but unfortunately, Galveston's not going to make the list. It comes down to me, and I might be in a very similar situation as they said, honestly. But I'm bringing up one of the few movies I actually did watch for this, and I'm bringing up a movie called The Contractor, which he was in with Chris Pine, Gillian Jacobs, and that. And basically, it follows this guy who's a discharged special forces sergeant who joins a private military organization, then finds himself on the run after being betrayed during a covert mission. And I think it's a really good sort of action movie in that. And I think it's a very like fun, good movie where in that and there's Ben Foster plays his friend Mike who recruits him into this company, and then and all that, and it's just goes all over the place from there. But Chris, what do you say about The Contractor?
So I saw it right when it came out with my parents on Paramount Plus. I think it's a good movie. I think Ben Foster is the best thing about the movie. Chris Pine is decent. I just think the movie loses out the last half hour of the movie. I gave it a small yes because I'd rather say yes to this over a couple other ones. Because if you start saying no to stuff, I don't want to say yes to a few of his bad.
Richie, what do you say about The Contractor?
I haven't seen it.
But The Contract is going to make the list. Chris, what is your next nomination?
I've been torn between two, but I go with the one a lot of people, right? Both of them a lot of people have seen, but I go with the one that overall, but he really good in Lone Survivor. Like I think another really good performance from him and a great ensemble cast with him, Mark Wahlberg, a bunch of others. A sad, tragic, true story, and I think a lot like their acting stand out in the movie. Great, probably my favorite Peter Berg movie. But yeah, Lone Survivor.
Richie, what do you say about Lone Survivor?
Yeah, that's probably the one was going to be the one was gonna bring up next. Now I'm gonna go find something else. Fuck it. No, that's right. Yeah, no, Lone Survivor, the first of the three sort of Peter, or four actually, I guess. Peter Berg movies. Three or four, I don't know. Four, but yeah, yeah, Lone Survivor was really good. My only gripe is in the title because they give away the fucking ending. Yeah, Ben Foster's really good. Yeah, everybody's really good in this movie. Taylor Kitsch, remember Taylor Kitsch?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be in like I think was it the sequel to the prequel series to the Chris Pratt series, but anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this movie is like really good. The kind of the war scenes feel very sort of realistic. It really kind of it's very kind of it really, and it's just one of those movies that throws you in there. There's no kind of messing around. And Ben Foster, again, he's able to deliver emotion like that sort of fewer actors can, and yeah, it's really good, really compelling, and yeah, kind of nail biting. So yeah, I would say yes.
And Ben Foster, great Johnny D. War movie. I tend to know that. Look at.
Yeah, this is probably like one of the bigger movies that he's been in that is a blind spot for me. I never got around to Blind Survivor. One of these days I do plan on getting around to it, but yeah, I just haven't seen it. But still going to make the list regardless. And Richie, what is your next nomination?
That is a good question. Oh, I should answer. No, It's I'm gonna go. Just give me a sec. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if anyone's seen this either, but although Chris sort of alluded to it at one point, a movie with a huge cast. I'm gonna go with the other Ben Foster, Woody Harrelson team up, which is Rampart. Uh,
Yeah, that's the one we're alluding to.
yeah. Rampart is pretty good. Pretty good. There's a bit. Woody Harrelson plays this cop that's just basically like corrupt. He's deadbeat on on his luck, and yeah. And Ben Foster's like this homeless dude. He gives like, but he's like a home student, like a wheelchair. He just like gives and he's like almost like an kind of informant, and yeah, but he's really good, and it's kind of an interesting different turn for Ben Foster because he's gonna it's almost and almost that performance is almost comedic too. He's got some decent like decent lines, but yeah, but it is really gripping, and it's sort of like it's one of those like escalation movies, like oh yeah, like what's he like it's just everything like snowballs after another. Yeah, like I could go through the cast. It's this. I don't know how I got this cast. It's like, but it's all wacky. It's like Woody Harrelson, um, uh, so Ben Foster, Ice Cube, Anne Heche is in it. Um, yeah, I don't know, but there is a Brie
Yeah,
Larson. Brie Larson's in it in one of her early roles.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney
not
Weaver.
the
Yeah,
biggest cat. I will say when we get back around to me, the one cat that even topped this.
yeah, and it's just a really it's really good. It's really good. Again, like Ben Foster. Like there's like a whole theme of Ben Foster movies. He likes movies that are tough to watch, but it's really good. So I'll go with your Rampart.
Um, yeah, well, I actually have seen. I actually have seen this once again. It was because of the later series, and someone brought it up as whatever the 2011 one. Fun fact: it's the same director that directed The Messenger, which also stars Harrelson and Foster. um, um, but yeah, Rampart is really good. It's definitely one that it's been a while since I've seen it now because it's been a while since we've had the 2011 letter series. It feels like, but but yeah, I think it's really good. It's definitely one that I would definitely watch again. But it's an easy yes for me. Chris, what do you say about Rampart?
Yeah, like he did Yes Train Going. I like this movie a lot. Like lower part of my list, but it's a really good movie with two great stand-up performances you get for me.
Yeah, John Bernthal and Cynthia Nixon, also Ned Beatty, Robin Wright, Steve Buscemi. Like, how the hell do all these people say yes? That's crazy. Anyway,
But Chris, what is your next nomination? We've got
Is it your
thoughts.
turn, Malcolm?
Yes, it is.
yeah,
Uh,
that's what he will say once he's had his turn. He's just preparing.
I don't know how this is going to go, but this is probably the one. I'm going to try for this because I don't think the movie is terrible. Not saying it's the best movie in this franchise, but I don't think it's terrible. And that's X-Men: The Last Stand. I think Ben Foster was great, like a great choice to play Angel in the movie, and like while the movie itself wasn't the best, I think like this is definitely where a lot of people probably first discovered Ben Foster. Honestly, well, yes, like Get Over It came out before this. I think this is the one that kind of catapulted him, like, and people knew his name. And I think the movie itself is decent. And it's one of those ones like, I mean, if it makes the list, I don't think it's going to go very high, but I think he's still good enough in the movie for it to be on the list. But Chris, what do you say about X-Men: The Last Stand?
I have both this and another Marvel movie on my list. Ben Foster appearing. This is the better one. I don't love it, but Ben Foster Angel is a standout, much better used than X-Men Apocalypse used the Angel character, but a small yes for me.
Richie, what do you say about X-Men: The Last Stand?
I think there's elements of the X-Men Last Stand that work. I think there's, I mean, a lot of the performances aren't the issue. I like Ben Foster. I like Kelsey Grammer quite a bit actually. But yeah, I just think the movie as a whole doesn't fully work. I don't. If you go back, I feel like it's one of those ones. If you go back to, it's not like awful. It's just it's bad. It's not great. Not gonna, especially coming after X-Men, 1 and 2. It's a giant step down, but it's not like awful. But like Ben Foster's performance as Angel, I think he's one of the standouts. So I'd say yes.
That X-Men: The Last Stand is actually going to make the list. Now, Chris, we go to you. 3 spots.
Rest easy to get that one last in to close out the rest. I don't go with the one I alluded to where a big cat had Kristen Bell, William Pike, Wes Studi, Ben Foster, Stephen Lang, Jesse Plemons, Anna B, Jonathan Major, Timothy Chalamet, Hostile. This is a way hard to watch freaking movie. But it's like every one of the cast down that Ben Foster being at the soldier that being brought to be hanged, like Christian Belford had the Woodland Pie. Once again, the other actress, when we talk about movies the world that should have got Oscar nomination for role for this. But a great movie. It's easily one of my favorite Scott Cooper movie for his stuff. But yeah, Hostile.
I actually completely miscounted. There's only one spot left. But Richie, what do you say about Hostile?
I will say that it would be a good movie or a bad movie if I see it. So I haven't seen it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I also haven't seen it. So
Definitely would recommend it. Great Western directed by Scott.
But Richie, do you have the movie that's going to fill up the last spot?
I don't know. I think the movie itself is great. He's just not in it a lot. But I'll bring it up anyway. I'm going to bring up 30 Days a Night. I think 30 Days a Night is a great movie. But I think I'll bring this up because I think it's just an example of maximizing your minutes, as I like to say. He's not in it very long. I think he puts his character, the stranger, sets the wheels of, like being that drifter, sets the wheels in motion for what happens. And I think he kind of captures, that kind of that creepy energy of what the film, the creepy vibe the film gives off, and and how like kind of unsettling he is. So I again just going to a sort of versatility. So I don't know because it's like when we come to ranking them, if it makes a list, it'd probably go down. It'd probably be on the bottom half just because he's not in it very long at all. But I think he's good for his little screen time. So 30 Days a Night.
Yeah, even though this movie was filmed in New Zealand, I haven't seen it. It's one that I've been meaning to get to, but I just haven't got around to it. But Chris, what do you say about 30 Days a Night?
I started to watch it before we came on. I haven't seen enough to say yes or no.
30 Days a Night isn't going to make the list, but back around to me. I'm gonna try for this one and see what happens. I'm gonna bring up the movie Kill Your Darlings.
Thank you, Malcolm.
But I think this movie is a pretty good movie. It's about the relationship between Lucy and Kat, Allen Ginsberg, William S. Bowes, and Jack Kerouac, and their interactions. And I think the movie itself, I think, is pretty good. Like Ben Foster plays Bowes, and it has period. And I think the movie itself, I think, is good. And this is another one that's got a kind of like a decent cast. You got Daniel
Mhm.
Radcliffe, Dane David Cross, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Elizabeth Olsen, like in this, and I think the movie itself, I think it's a it's a pretty good movie. I think it's really good. So, Chris, what do you say about Kill Your Darlings? Ever tried?
Yes, I have thought of. I think when we did Daniel Radcliffe ranking a long time ago, I loved this movie. Yeah, really good small movie with Daniel Radcliffe and Ding Han, a bunch of stand-up performance. Yeah,
And Richie, what do you say about Kill Your Darlings?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think he is great, and it's another example of his versatility. Yeah, I probably I would have brought it up earlier. I don't know why I forgot about it, to be honest. Yeah, uh, yeah, but yeah, it's cool that yeah, playing like a real life uh, real life sort of in real life character, and yeah, sort of you can't. It's sort of like this. He's really good at playing this sort of like kind of cynic kind of dude, like this sort of very detached from the very chaos that's going around him. Um, uh, uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think just it shows off his his charisma. And yeah, like why kind of he's sort of magnetic on screen, and why people have come to really like him. And yeah, he has good chemistry with Daniel Radcliffe as well. So I would say yes.
That Kill Your Darlings is going to make listen to close it off. There, but Chris, what are some honourable mentions that you had?
Oh, I only had a finest hour. He wanted the best part about the Punisher, and then he would the best part about Alpha Dog. I think I did want to really go to the bottom of the barrel down first time I hit the movie. I don't like Warcraft. I feel this thing.
Richie, what are some honourable mentions that you had?
Yeah, I don't have a lot. Uh, I don't mind Alpha Dog as much as other people. Um, he has a small role in Phone Booth, which is a good movie. Great movie. Like yeah. Beyond that, I mean that like there's Hostage, which I don't hate, but it's not great movie, but he's all right. He's pretty good in it. Um, uh, another Mark Wahlberg movie, Contraband, which is cool, which is all right.
He would the best part of that movie.
And yeah, that's about it.
But and for me, a lot of my honourable mentions is a movie that I've seen that I didn't think that other people have either liked or would go with for this. Look, as what much did you think about the movie? I kind of low-key enjoyed the movie Big Trouble. I think it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm probably a bigger fan than most of the Dan Brown movies. Like, and I think I kind of really like Inferno. I think Inferno is good. And then one of the other movies that I did watch for this is this weird movie I found on Amazon Prime called 1114, which I think was a really interesting movie. He's not in the movie a lot, admittedly, which is why I didn't bring it up. But it's basically it's a whole bunch of these series of plots which all converge at the time 1114 at the end of it, and I'm just going to mention it. I don't think Warcraft is a movie. um, I mean, like, well, it's one of those ones like I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, but it's also one that's not overly
His
creative.
plot is like the one of the worst plot in the movies.
But for that, some don't really have a lot that who have not really anything that's been mentioned in the chat that. But with that, it's time to vote on we want these. Chris, which of these movies do you have for number 12?
The Contractor.
Richie, what do you have for number 12?
Yeah, I would say The Contractor as well.
I would have gone X-Men, but The Contractor is going to make number 12.
Yeah, trying to speed it along because I had to jump off for JPO scene.
But Richie, what do you have for 11?
X-Men: The Last Stand.
I've also got X-Men: The Last Stand. I've got Get Over It at 10.
Get over. The only one I have seen.
I would have put The Messenger because I haven't seen.
Chris, what do you have for 9?
Rampart.
Richie.
The Messenger.
I also would have gone Ramparts. So Ramparts going to be 9. Richie, what do you have for 8?
So yeah, The Messenger.
310 to Yuma. Chris.
And the Mechanic.
I've got a 3-way tie. We're going to go throw it to the chat. So we've got the Mechanic, 310 to Yuma, and the Messenger tied for 8. The first comment I see will decide on what ends up at 8. And Leo got in first. It is going to be the Mechanic.
Oh, did they make my list a little bit harder now?
Richie, what do you have for 7?
The Messenger.
I'm sticking with 310 to Yuma. Chris.
I go with The Messenger.
Messenger's going to be at 7. Once I figure out where I am at here. On to number 6. Chris, what do you have for 6?
Kelly and Darling.
Richie.
Kill Your Darlings.
I would have gone 310 to Yuma, but Kill Your Darlings is going to be at 6. Richie, what do you have for 5? Right. Hell or High Water, Leave No Trace, 310 Yuma, Hustle, and Lone Survivor left.
Lone Survivor.
I'm staying with 310 Yuma. Chris.
Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor is going to be at 5. I'm sticking with 310 to Yuma at 4. Chris.
Hustle. Just because you have a smaller world than the rest of them.
Yeah, Hustle.
Hustle is going to be at 4. Richie, what do you have for 3?
Yeah, I'll go 310 to Yuma.
I'm also going 310 to Yuma. Chris.
Yeah, if you don't pay me, I went with 310 to Yuma.
And now we're voting on number 1, which is between Hell or High Water or Leave No Trace. Chris, what do you have for number 1?
Yeah, probably my favorite Western movie recent year, Hell or High Water. Even though it's technically not Western.
And Richie, what do you have for number 1?
Hell or High Water.
I would want to Leave No Trace, but Hell or High Water is going to be number 1.
I'd say any other day it would be the other way around, like coin toss between the two.
I almost wrote Hell or No Water.
Hell or No Water. Hell or Low Water. Hell or.
Alright, but that our top 12 Ben Foster movies. At number 12, we've got The Contractor. At 11, we've got X-Men The Last Stand. At 10, we've got Get Over It. At 9, we've got Rampart. At 8, we've got Mechanic. At 7, we've got The Messenger. At 6, we've got Cure Your Darlings. At 5, we've got Lone Survivor. At 4, we've got Hustle. At 3, we've got Free Tender Humor. At 2, we've got Leave No Trace. And at number 1, we've got Hell or High Water. But that is the end of Rankin for this week. Next week, we'll most likely be back on Sunday, but it might be a little bit earlier because we're talking about horror movies that should get a remake. So it should be a fun topic. Chris, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You just find me in a couple minutes over at a show about trivia doing movie posters trivia over at JPO channel. And then if I'm here to anywhere, shout out once again. You have not seen it anybody yet, go watch Hostile. One of Ben Foster's best performance. Yeah, thank you for having me on, Malcolm. I've Letterboxd eating my review of Superman Theater thing recently I can't been catch up with. But thank you all and good night.
Richie, where can people find you online?
Yeah, you can find me tomorrow, I believe, on Tournament Fights doing Brian as one of the top TV shows. And then Wheeler Movies. We're doing Kill Bill Volume 2 in honor of Michael Madsen, who recently passed away. Because we already did Reservoir Dogs just coincidentally a couple weeks ago. Lonely Marks, where we will recap the insane week of wrestling that it was. So yeah, lots to talk about there. That's pretty much it for at the moment. So yeah.
You can find me on Rankin every week. And next week will be top 12 horror movies that should get a remake. Spear from the Past will be back at some stage on my own personal channel. I've just taken a little bit of break from just because I've had lots of stuff to watch for other things and just had been really busy. And you can find me popping up here and there on the Movie Hero Network. I'm also going to be on Brian's top 64 TV shows. I'll be there as well. That is the end of ranking for this week. And I don't have a video, so I'm just going to play this on the couch.